seconds or so, we've seen quite a bit more cars on the freeway. This is, a Sunday afternoon. People are out and about going to Easter, celebrations, maybe seeing family. I mean, how dangerous is it when they start getting to those areas that get more congested and, you start having to see these swerving around and switching lanes and trying to continue to evade those officers?
One thing I've always mentioned, and this is just my own personal thing, because we've all been on the freeway where all of a sudden somebody passes. If we're doing 70, somebody passes us by doing 85, 90 miles per hour. That's why I like what the chippies are doing. They're staying behind the suspects. They have the siren and lights going, basically warning people ahead if they can hear it of what's coming up. So that I do like.
Yeah.
So we're just going to see what's going to happen here. Every department has its own pursuit policy. LA, they pull back. Sheriffs, they have a different procedure. Everybody plays off their own rule book.
What up, everybody? Good to see you.
Pasadena, so that's going to be interesting.
Welcome.
Bring that up.
So we got to chase live chase, baby. Let's go.
They're approaching Burbank and then into Glendale.
Let's
and
get
into
this
Pasadena.
down from the other
there's
day.
There's many opportunities here as we maintain our view from SkyCal to either venture off into any other.
Not really sure exactly what the want
and get
is
onto the surface
yet,
streets of the neighborhoods,
but we
as
will.
you pointed out, and there are people out and about at this time of night on a Sunday, just kind of enjoying their evening. So that heightens
Happy
the danger
Easter,
as well.
everybody. Good to see you, man.
Right,
Good to see you.
Just what
it's an Easter Day miracle.
The sense of consistency is really what stood out so far in terms of this pursuit over the last 20 minutes, is that they're just not breaking at all. And
it has.
Imagine it helps to some degree, because normally when we're breaking in with this, it's dark and it's at night, and when you're on the freeway and you have
hauling ass with both cheeks, kids,
and CHP or law enforcement directly behind, it can be a little bit more frightening to see those things whiz by. Whereas in the day, even if it's just a little bit, it'll help to at least know.
It is a chase housing. It's just not cursed, not yet.
This
good to see you. Good to see you.
Inside lane, so indicating that
stolen.
Jim
says it's a hot ride
and possibly end up in Pasadena somewhere.
Good to see Bad Influence.
Their office out there, meaning CHP, so they'll be joining the pursuit.
I had McDonald's.
They'll do what we call a handoff.
And how critical is that, Dave, when you start talking about, it's spanning so many different jurisdictions, to have that
that's great.
And that cohesive plan between
I love
those different CHP agencies to be able to seamlessly get the right people in at the right time to still protect the public and, of course, also protect those officers.
Yeah,
and protect Craig,
especially when you're working with your own.
Craig and his
there was one CHP unit
$5 donation.
Got on the freeway.
So
keep the wheels on the bus turning, baby.
He'll probably
keep them turning. Happy
That's
Easter to you as well, Craig.
CHP, they have
Thank you so much, brother.
The whole state to play around with. They're everywhere, so they'll go ahead and just to make it a simple handoff.
Got a few things I need to do here, guys, and talk amongst yourselves, and we'll get into the chit chat in a minute.
They know exactly what they can do and what they cannot do. So once they get and I'm sure there's a supervisor involved in this. It's different with the CHP, because with LAPD, the ranking officer and initiating pursuit,
the ranking officer,
black and white, is the incident commander up and until
they got nothing better to do but chase this guy. We should stay with them.
A uniform supervisor.
I get so tired on ham. I'm burned out. I'm hammed out.
With CHP, is different. Once the CHP says, "Hey, we got a supervisor en route," they are the incident commander. They can
Mac the knife. Good to see you.
Of course, you can always go back to the watch commander back at the office. Who's watching?
The Easter chases are the best kind, Machete.
It's a nice reminder of how
the best kind.
The worst case, or I should say, the case where this goes on and on and on is gas running out.
Yeah.
Right?
On and on and on to the break of dawn.
Whereas you almost like in almost like a pit crew, you just have CHP and law enforcement ready to
they're not running
tap
out of
in
gas.
and just keep this
tap
going
in like Spike Donuts. 10
But
from down under.
now, once again, I mean, we're now past
Spike Donuts.
Glendale and keeping going toward the Pasadena route. And
has anybody seen traffic? We've seen no traffic.
No
this
real
never
traffic.
happens to me when I'm on the
It's a
freeway.
holiday.
I at least get stopped once or twice, but they've just had free reign, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I'm sure that's a lot what they're talking about.
A lot of people are staying at home.
Traffic situation, they're being told if there's traffic way up ahead, if there's any, especially we know how the freeway is going eastbound on the 210 freeway through
Good to see
Pasadena. It's usually bogged down even on
everybody.
a regular day. But like we said,
Still,
pretty light traffic today.
Crazy.
So that's probably one reason why
ribs are good, man. I love some good ribs.
I mean, wide open.
Beef or
Yeah,
pork?
completely wide open. I think
I'm a huge fan
that's
of
the other
pork
thread
ribs.
of this
If
entire
I'm not
situation
mistaken,
is just
you're
how
like
clear the
somewhere
roads are, and
towards
it might
Texas
even
or
play
somewhere.
into, not to
Probably
speak
beef.
too much into the mind of this driver, but it could play into
He's
the
got
fact
the
of, well, it's
eggs.
better to just stay here and keep it going. But then we catch
Deviled
ourselves in
eggs
a
are my
situation like
fave.
we have been the last 25 minutes, which is nothing's changed, right?
Overtime.
You're taking an incredibly
Good to
lengthy
see
drive,
ya
Dave, because if it
there,
started in Thousand Oaks and we're
Northern
already getting toward
California
Pasadena,
Cubs
that is not a
fan.
short distance. That is just a very
Bless you.
long
Good to
stretch of
see
road
ya.
where the situation hasn't changed. And on top of that, we typically see, and a lot of times in these pursuits, is that when something maintains itself for that long, that's when a suspect starts getting a little jittery and then makes some dramatic change that then leads to
Oh, jittery,
officers
huh?
getting that person into custody.
Yeah, and hence
Get jittery with it.
why
Nah,
one
nah,
of the
nah, nah,
pursuit
nah, nah.
lanes of the nation actually are freeways. They're wide open. You
This is going to
start in
cost
Thousand Oaks, and you can end
the
up
police department like
in Redlands, and then
$50,000 as much as
without
gas
leaving the
is
freeway.
nowadays.
So you can just continue here. So I believe,
Paula, this is as live as it gets.
that this will probably go on a little bit
Hot
longer.
liveness.
I believe it. We've seen the Chippies actually block the
Mac
freeway.
the Knife, becoming a member, doing the Lord's work. Hallelujah. A blessing. Thank you.
Spike strip out. So they have someone, very unusual.
My
tactic
Easter
that
was
other
great.
departments use.
Just a few minutes ago,
I'm
Okie
just
sent
kinda like waiting to see what's gonna happen
some
here.
goodies to my
As far
house. I
as I know
appreciate
right
it.
now, and I've
I
heard,
got my
it's
hash brown
kinda like,
sticks I will
just
be
maintain
enjoying
what we got.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Much
see, that was my
appreciated.
question
Okay,
there.
thank
You
you.
know,
She
we
sent
know
something
that
to
they
Creed and
do things a
myself
little
today. So
differently because they
it's
do things the way they do things.
Easter,
But when it comes
Christmas,
to the freeway,
4th of July, Hanukkah
they
miracle.
included, at least
Thank you.
in this shot, I mean, they feel like they feel they have the opportunity to, like you said, block
Stolen
lanes,
car,
slow
guys. We
them
don't
down to
get
one, and
enough
then do a
chases
spike
these
strip if,
days.
nobody else is around to be hurt.
You
I know
need
that
us to
they're always keeping
do
public
the
safety
deed.
first, but
Get
it does
down with
appear
it.
that they, could potentially have a little bit of leeway here to get creative with how they bring this to an end.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, thank you for bringing that up, because the
Yeah,
fact
thanks
is
for bringing that up.
we're
I'm
always
old.
considered with any police department, law enforcement agency is always public safety. We think about we incorporate
Oh my
the
God.
nature of the offense. Do we have a helicopter available?
Do we have a helicopter? Not only do we have a helicopter,
like they had said,
Creed's not here, so you get the special Mikey. Big Red.
crime against property.
Hallelujah.
Person. So they evaluate.
Hit it, dudes.
That takes this over.
Thank you, Rainbow Rabbit Hole. Not only for that, but for all the months you've been a member. It is a blessing having you be part of
what
our
does that
family.
process
Thank
look
you
like in terms
so,
of, okay, let's say
so very
the
much.
traffic
It
is
is
so
such
clear, we have
appreciated.
an opportunity in the next
Just
X number of
don't know.
miles to block off the freeway and sort of force the suspect's hand to either stop or veer off and take an exit.
I learned as a young boy, you never
to
force anyone's
a place
hand.
where it's a little
It's a
easier
good way to
to
get in
maneuver.
big
What
trouble.
does that process look like? Does it have to be a certain number of miles out? Does it have to be X agency with another one? I'm curious as to what that decision-making process looks like.
Usually the Chippies, they like to maintain their own people involved because of the
Thank you so much.
pursuit policy.
Mary's been here for a long time.
Pretty much
Long
with
time.
any agency, unless you really need help, and then you just put out a officer needs help, and all the agencies will come running. So things are being broadcast.
Yeah,
as far as the procedure,
they're gonna
and the
come run for
location,
sure.
direction of the suspect. So they'll maintain that, but it as you can
Confirmed,
see,
chocolate
those
bunny
black
was
and whites
stolen.
are right on them. That suspect knows they're there.
Oh, don't do that. That's them, not us. Come on, man. What are you doing over here? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hold on. Pull that down for a second while we get this fixed. There we go.
Easter egg hunts in the front yard.
Ooh,
going
okay.
on. So
They had me scared for a second.
you know,
It was
maybe
almost an Easter
staying
Day
away from those
disaster.
neighborhoods and where people are walking. Now, Dave, my next question for you
Avocado
here.
toast.
Obviously,
Ooh,
we
that
know
sounds
more
good.
information about the want than maybe we did at the beginning of this pursuit. It's for evading. So when you have a situation where
Evading.
this isn't a stolen vehicle, you can,
There we go.
make an
Tiff.
educated guess that
Tiff's been around forever too.
knows
Tiff's an OG. She
car
knows
that
the deal.
belongs to, and
Woo!
maybe what
Thank you,
kind of
Tiff.
background right now are they doing while they, have this guy on the freeway to try to figure out who knows him, who may be able to speak to him, some kind of negotiation maybe. It seems like we're having some trouble with our feed. We'll get back to that hopefully
That's them,
soon.
not us.
But yeah, Dave, what happens there when you know the person or you know the car at least, because this isn't stolen?
Yeah, if it's not stolen, they run the plate. Of course, they can call up the RO.
They
the
can
registered
call
owner,
somebody.
and see if there's
Call
a
his
them in the
mama, maybe
vehicle.
his-
If not, if they know who's driving
Maybe
the
somebody's there at the
vehicle.
house.
And
Speaking of being there, 10.
exactly why there's this desperation
10.
not to stop, not to
It's a
pull
gift that
over.
keeps on giving, baby.
It
Woo! One more.
all started with
Welcome,
the traffic violation in
members.
Ventura,
New
now we're
members
talking
rolling
evade.
in. Thank you, Mac.
So
Mac, a
last
fellow
month,
North
we
Carolinian,
found
I'm
the
guessing.
suspect. It's
I'm on the
dangerous
coast.
for
Ever want to
law
go to the beach and do some
officers.
fishing, let me
You're
know.
always hoping for the best. We all do.
Yeah,
But you're
certainly.
prepared for. But you're also prepared for the
If he
worst.
stays
That's
on
something
this
that could come
highway,
to
they'll
you.
be able to block this off
Absolutely. And we
eventually.
do want to make a note there that we're back to our live footage from SkyCal right now. Our feed was having a little bit of an issue, so we were showing you video briefly from earlier when the pursuit was in Tarzana and zooming in and seeing that it looked to be a Subaru vehicle. That was
Oh, a
basically
Subaru.
now we're back live.
Didn't we have one of
with
those the
SkyCal
other
overhead.
day?
I mean, we're on the 210
One
now.
of the most
well
recent
into,
chases was a
into
Subaru.
Pasadena. So just highlighting what that video showed
Thank you, Mac.
earlier in Tarzana when this started all the way even further back
Gift that
to
keeps
South Coast.
on
We're
putting out.
well past that, and
I'm
going
sorry
down
if I'm
very
missing a
long
lot of
stretch. I
messages,
also want
guys.
to point out that a few minutes ago we also had a wonderful zoomed out shot
La
of the vehicle
Tormenta.
here just to show you and highlight
28 months.
more or less the
Hallelujah.
parallel is how clear traffic is. Now we all know in Southern California, as Hunter said,
That's all right,
the
Mac.
traffic is
You're back, and
never
that's all
like
that
this.
matters.
You might get it on a rare occasion,
Wild.
like tonight on an Easter
Yeah.
Sunday where everybody's at home or with
Yeah.
family and they're at their destinations already.
Yeah,
You
this
don't
is the
really get it like
perfect
this. So that might actually be
circumstances to
playing
pit them right here in the
into the fact that
freeway.
This has stayed on the freeway for a long amount of time. I mean, well past the half hour.
There you
mark
go.
now
That's how I like to
of,
see it.
when we first
Gifts,
broke in. So,
baby.
it's
Gifts
a
being given.
dynamic
Good to
that
see you,
that is
Erica.
consistent, if nothing else.
Well, and I think the word consistent is what we've been saying as we've watched them.
That's
What's
it.
standing out to you, if anything, Dave, about
Pull
the
them in,
behavior of
baby,
this guy?
just
I mean,
like
this
that,
seems
hand
really
over
just, like,
fist.
consistent. I hate to say that again, but there's really no other way to describe it. He hasn't really done much.
You guys are getting here.
This at
He
5
hasn't really done much.
No, the
So settle
speeds have
in.
been
Let's see what happens.
70 plus or minus, staying
He's
between
late.
the lines and just consistently heading now eastbound. So there's probably some discussion there.
Cake for
Suspect is probably on the cell phone, and whatever type of problem is going on, maybe
we'll make
talk to
Creed
some
dress up as
relatives
lemon pound
instead
cake,
about,
and
hey,
I'll be
they're not
Afro
gonna
Man.
pull over, they're not going to stop. End it. It's inevitable.
Deviled
You are gonna
eggs.
go to jail.
Carol.
But
Good to see you,
I'm
Carol.
thinking that about it. And as far as you're right about the traffic.
There is nobody on that road. Thank you, Miss Gay. Thank you,
hold on a
Miss Gay.
sec
No
here.
worries. I mean, you have to wonder too. Have they?
Hokey,
gone
the
ahead
miracle
and
worker,
started
yes.
to clear people off of the freeway. I mean, it's just so.
Yeah, I had the same thought. Right.
Because you look at the other side of the freeway, going the opposite direction, and there are, when we were looking earlier, there's even more, at least cars, maybe not
Right,
traffic,
no.
but certainly this guy feels like the only
Okay,
one on the
some of
freeway.
you
So
also, I heard the same thing.
possibly a
that
pit maneuver or something.
A
that,
possible murder suspect. I heard that at the very beginning.
I mean, right there, this shot.
I
really
heard
says
that
it
too,
all.
but
It-
I
it
did
is
not want to
almost
perpetuate it yet, but I heard that as well.
Truly, how blank it is.
Also
Because
35 big
everything's
months.
directly behind 1, 2, 3, at least 5
Lurking,
cruisers are counted
lurking,
today.
and working.
Yeah, and we were talking about earlier. They're putting some type of plan together. So as you can see, it looks like
He's off on the
they're
weekend. He
coming
don't
to an
work
end very
weekends.
soon.
Stu's kick back, Amanda. Good to see you over there on the. By the way, that's them, not us. They will fix it momentarily. They said. But while we have a minute, go ahead. subscribe, hit the like if you like chases, if you like really crazy news, if you like any of that type of stuff, body cam, you get it all right here on this beautiful channel, as well as world's most dangerous chat from Nevada. And because Creed ain't here, you're gonna get the special Big Red Mikey. Thank you.
No, it's not. It's
Guys.
Put on this guy.
Jim, thank you, my brother. Keeping the lights on
the wall, and he's maybe having to
in these hard YouTube days.
Either a standstill or even just other vehicles. That's kind of where the unpredictability.
Much appreciated, Jim.
He's so predictable for the entire time. Dave, this has to be tough for those, officers to try and figure out what the next move is going to be.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they got so many things that they can try, but it's all about citizen safety, officer safety. So
there's nobody on the road. So if we're going to keep everybody safe, we do it now.
Like I said,
we take him.
Any type of pursuit's a dangerous one, slow, fast, freeway, streets, whatever. But just the way
much
they work,
appreciated, Jim.
I just can't see them holding up much longer.
Yeah, and we were having a brief little issue there with Sky Cow blacking out for just a second, but you're right, David. It just kind of you have to imagine it resets whatever the plan is, even if it's pick up in terms of now we see more traffic, even if it's just a few cars.
Tighten up.
On the freeway.
Cooperson.
Back off for just a second as we show you.
420. I see what you did there.
Just noticing just how significantly low the traffic was. Where really it's just the suspect's vehicle, and then
Greg, our man on the ground,
directly behind.
Good stuff.
Just sort of kind of open up everything, and it's just the suspect with CHP, and you normally don't see. We really don't see that. I mean,
by the way, a really dark one over here, where nightfall has happened. That's the live one.
Up earlier about you could go as far as Redlands if you wanted to. I mean, that's just because of the nature of traffic in our highways here in Southern California. But when you pair the lack of traffic with the length this pursuit has already gone on top of the
I suffer the opposite, the lack of length.
Driver, it almost seems like this might be a test.
You're on SS
really, because at this point the only thing in between
is
gas.
Carol, you don't have to send a cent.
There might also be
you're always number one in our hearts, Carol.
Between
the
officers,
Carol,
or some type of
back to the live feed.
They may be working with them in that aspect also. So
let me burn through these guys. Rachel.
No, go ahead, Dave.
Thank you for 3 months.
That, we
best 3 months I've had in a while. Woody hitting us with a gift, baby.
Because it's a family day, they may have had some problems, and
I haven't heard from you or Matt how the trip was. Is there a wedding soon? 56. Huge, massive.
This is an OG call.
Months.
Looking
my God, thank you so
jail
much.
Time where they're just extending their freedom. It's a lot of things, but like we say, we still have to use extreme caution on this type of suspect.
Such a good point, though. We know the holidays bring up a lot of, emotions for people, and sometimes
Easter?
It's surprising to see a trigger point of what it can bring people to do.
That's like saying,
as we, still follow this. For those that
Arbor Day really brings up a lot of feelings in people.
40 minutes, started in Thousand Oaks, Ventura County Sheriff handing it off here to CHP as we see another CHP officer get right behind him there.
Come on, hit him with the pit, Daddy.
We were telling us about it earlier. They do those kind of handoffs as they go down the agencies, and that one specifically, Dave, looks to be going pretty quick.
All right.
Yeah, just perfect timing on that.
Yeah, I mean, just think though the cost.
A beautiful example
for them to chase this guy.
So now these people are going to go ahead and take over, and
let the professionals help.
And I was going to ask in terms of Dave, because you've brought this up before, and we've asked it when it comes to sort of resetting a pursuit a little bit when it comes to that plan, right? Where, okay, maybe we back off and surveil a bit, maybe give them that false sense of security, and then they take an opportunity to jump off of an exit. We already know where they're going, and that makes it easier to sort of wrap this thing up. But does that Does
So,
time affect that plan at all?
Flag
Or
Day
is it
does that to
so
you.
tight
Yeah, I get
or,
that.
tightly rung that they're
Holidays really
committing
hit
to
you
this,
hard.
just up close pursuit? We're going to ride this out as
By
long as it goes.
bones,
Is
huh?
there any
It's
flexibility, I should say, when it comes to
like
perhaps
389 here.
Well, that they're going to have max deployment on these holidays. So, like which we could see here, we had so many black and whites behind
Oh,
us,
state
and it's
boys
just
have them
going
up
down
in
the
the
freeway.
trees by
We could
now.
see
Come on,
one
man.
station relieving another station on the pursuit. So
Doing like 6.
I not really sure. I mean, it's just this, quite frankly, as we all know, it's kind of unusual for CHP to be following for such a long time.
Look at that. He's
But
doing
they may
130.
be looking at the consequences.
Incredible.
If we go after them, maybe they'll speed up. That'll endanger the citizens even more. If we stay behind them, and
Joe.
hopefully
Happiest of
somebody
Easter, brother.
talking to them might just calm them down or calm that suspect down where they just want to give up, which it doesn't look like it's working.
Well, David, we just got word we've got
Two
about 5
bones.
minutes of fuel left for us to be able
Oh,
to stay over this.
shit.
Our own chopper running out of gas. Like you might imagine, this
Oh,
car
get
is
on your
gotta be
belly,
running
Mr.
out of gas.
Pancake.
Oh, Mr. Pancake, get on your belly, Mr.
Come here,
Pancake.
oh, Pancake, get on your
expertise
belly.
and the knowledge
Oh.
right now, Dave, for as long as we have the gas.
Don't
talk to us
say it.
about what's happening behind
That's
the scenes, because
bull.
you have that intimate knowledge of knowing, what questions are being asked, how they're working to decide what their next move
Drop
is
the
gonna
chopper
be.
on them.
Bring us into
Sharon,
that
how
world
are
right
you?
now as we see this drag on to at least 45, 50
You know,
minutes.
I'm going to
We
need you to hold on a sec. I'm going to try to make a couple of calls. I'll be
Perfect.
right back with you.
Okay, no worries.
Great timing considering everything, Dave. Thank you. We'll check back in with you
Yeah.
whenever you get the chance. But as we wind down,
Hold
here,
on.
SkyCal's
The
going
pizza
to
guy's
actually
calling me. You got to
refuel.
give me a
And
minute.
there are scenarios where SkyCal goes and refuels.
That's
comes back, and
hilarious.
it's still
14 months,
going.
though? Not too shabby. Thank you,
And
Toby.
then a pursuit sort of wraps up, and then we catch you up on the back end as to what happens. But
19
obviously, we're going to maintain our eye over
and
this, and keep an eye
22.
on the scanners
A
and
chocolate
CHP
bunny.
and everything
All
else
right.
to keep an eye on whatever happens.
Well,
whether or not we're going to
hey,
be
as long as
over
they're
it or not in
excited.
the next few minutes. But I mean, what started off
I ate a
as
Twix rabbit. It was
as a suspect
amazing.
wanted for evading officers going from Thousand Oaks
Yeah.
all the way here to the East San Gabriel
It's
Valley.
crazy.
I mean, it
we need
speaks
to we need
the
to
length,
send
the
fuel
sun,
now.
the consistency.
Mid-air
term we use a
refueling.
lot,
Yeah.
because this site that you're seeing is
I'm gonna
where
have to
it's
look.
typically been
Maybe.
45 minutes.
If you're just now joining us, don't worry. You didn't miss much. This is exactly
Oh, quit
what
being
we're
a
watching and
party
seeing for the
pooper,
last
lady.
45, 50 minutes.
New
Again, we
rules.
are running out of gas here with SkyCal, but we're going to stay over
New
it
rules.
as long
He's passing
This thing is
cops.
interesting. It's gotten. Are they about to do a pit maneuver?
Oh, come on, baby.
We
We got to do it now. Ron Allen. Mom's calling.
CHP on the left side there, one behind him. It kind of
He's going to
feels
get
like
off
this
the
is
freeway. They're going to
moving
push him off the freeway.
And
Off the
almost,
freeway.
because
Watch.
This is the most different visual we've had
Joe,
in this 40
welcome
minutes.
back.
I
Welcome
almost
back.
wonder if
Welcome
that's
back.
Go
Oh.
and
Yeah.
push them over into an exit lane to push this off the freeway finally, because being parallel like this is the
Yeah.
first time.
Ooh, those are good. They're going to change the recipe. They said they're going back to the old ways. I can't wait.
90 miles an
Yeah,
hour,
yeah.
and you kind of feel the tension.
Do it now.
just a little bit,
80's
but
fine.
Keep
CHP
it
though,
going.
that's an interesting angle right there. We have
Yeah.
not seen them maintain that kind of like boxed in view. The unfortunate part here,
Toby,
is that
for the
first
box
time
in.
we're actually, on other lanes of traffic, which really hasn't been the case for the last. 20
now
years.
I'm
So
behind
it's
on putting
pretty
people
wide
on the
open now,
monorail.
but you got to wonder,
Oh my God,
what is
KCC.
CHP
Yeah,
trying to
that's some
do
crazy
to
gas
get this
prices.
come to a safe end while protecting everybody.
I wouldn't be able to
involved.
go anywhere.
Just going on their Easter Sunday drive.
Yeah, we're being told right now SkyCal's got about less than a minute left of fuel, so we're going to pull away, give them an opportunity.
Don't pull out now. Boy, change over here. Now what? Nobody's going nowhere. You're trapped here with me now.
Yeah, with rolling the window down there, it's just such a dangerous situation.
We must be in a bad area. They're having problems with their cameras too. Ronnie, there's a flashback. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, now I got a chance to. Now that we're continuing on with the chase, guys, got some new cameras. Found another chopper. Good. We're covered. Phew.
Merging out of that #1 lane there. Yeah, we just saw that. That was a little bit of like a wiggle with the driving there, almost like a frustration.
Trying to
shaking
get
of
a good look in
the
there.
steering wheel.
A lot of stuff over on the passenger side.
So I mean, it has been some time now, almost 40 minutes, over 40 minutes from what I can tell.
Oh my God, I wouldn't even be able to get any diesel. $9 for some diesel. By God. You think gas would cost the same across the country?
Now, but we saw it just moments
But
ago.
that's just me.
Start in front
That's
of the
why I'm
driver,
not in charge.
kept pace with it for some time, and then now has pulled back a little bit, and now CHP is now directly behind the vehicle.
Let me see where I left off. There were these other people on the monorail. Well, I thought we were going to try and maybe scooch them and box them in, get them off the freeway, but guess not. My God, this is a dead zone. The other chopper was having problems. Now this station's having problems. Okay. Give them a chance to come back. Just a bad area, I guess. Well, I have a second for this black screen waiting for them to come back. Make sure you subscribe. Maybe if you're new here. Also, hit the like. It lets people know we're doing something over here. YouTube hates us. But that's all right. YouTube hates everybody. That's a joke, YouTube. Make sure you send my check on the 21st. Waiting for them to come back. We're going to wait. Boy, that's not good. Let's pull this down for a second. They've lost their feed. Could be worse. They could have lost their shoe. Me look around. Can find, guys. I have a feeling this is going to be a great chase. But trying to make sure we don't see it. Sweet tea. Sweetest. With one sweet membership. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're back in it. We're back in it. Thanks to all 300 of you that stayed. Give me a chance to fix that for us. No sound. Keeping it steady at 65. That's rather slow for that freeway, I would think. Just me. I'll get back to you guys' comments. Get everybody on here. Grab old sweet tea.
And
Here we go. You're back.
we're back up here in News Chopper 4. Where this pursuit continues on. It's been going on. We've been over this for about 45 minutes, but it's about an hour now. This car has been fleeing from officers. It initially began in Ventura County.
Ventura
County Sheriff's Office passed it off to CHP, and CHP has been on this since the 101 freeway. Back.
Mayor, wait, the mayor's not here? Oh my God. Should we restart it?
But now we have merged from
They hear me.
the 101 freeway onto the 134, and then now we're onto the 210 freeway, continuing eastbound. We've pretty much been going eastbound this entire time, but really just making our way.
Yeah, it was at that point. I thought I was going to have to.
Demas,
Talk the whole time.
As well. So
Lady cop.
Really just making our way.
Bless you.
From west
Come on in.
East, through Los
That's
Angeles.
all right. He's going to have to walk. He doesn't go anywhere anyways. Except to Florida. That's about it. Thank you, Lady Cop. Appreciate each and every one of you here. All these amazing donos and the chat. That's just second to none. World's most dangerous chat. Always on it. You're looking for an amazing family to join?
Initially, we have seen
This is it.
the CHP officers close behind this vehicle, but Really now it's just kind of a larger distance behind this driver. It's really just I can only
He knows
assume
as long as he
it's
stays on that freeway, they're not going to
pretty
pit
much
him.
consistent driving, the consistent. Well, I mean, at this point, about 60 miles per hour. But we've really just been seeing between 60
Yeah,
and 70
that's
miles
true.
per hour
I
out
mean,
of this driver.
if
So
you ever have problems like that,
really,
unsubscribe, resubscribe. Sometimes it
it's
helps,
odd
sometimes
that
it doesn't.
this
It's
driver
just
continues to flee from officers, but just is
right
also
now,
on
it's like
cruise
YouTube's
control,
pushing
as
out
far
real
as
people and
their speed.
trying to help out AI channels, even though they say they're not. So I don't know. Shadow Camper doing the Lord's work, becoming a member. That's amazing. Amazing. Also, something YouTube want me to tell you guys. I can't say it's 100% true or not, but they say if you're a member of a channel, you'll get less ads than people who are not members of a channel. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they've told me
So this
is
section
true.
of the 210 freeway, we are eastbound side coming at Fruit Street.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a booby for a second too. Yeah, like what? Shadow Camper.
So
Yeah.
through the city of Laverne at this point.
Well, so far we haven't heard anything else about being a possible murder suspect. And that was something we heard at the very beginning. They're saying it's not a stolen vehicle, but if it's not stolen, this is not a stolen vehicle.
Just now joining us, it's just really one of the most
There's got
memorable things that we've seen so
a
far.
reason.
Which is that a little bit earlier, that driver rolled down his window, and there was a sheriff's unit right, pretty much one lane across, not directly. Yeah, oh, there's someone else. Yeah, so that's another CHP unit pushing ahead to try to get ahead of this. So
Love it.
We may be seeing some tactics in place.
Maybe. I mean, unless they're going to try and get ahead, get some spike strips out, it'd be really smart to do. Or they could be going up the block, the exits, keep the exits from people getting down there.
Of others, all the other drivers that are on the road, safety of themselves, and even the safety of this driver. They really, that's their number one priority.
So good to see everybody chatting it up. We seen that happen, Ms. K. We saw them cross right all along over into Mexico.
That CHP unit get a little bit closer than it was before. Really, just still about 4 or 5 car lengths.
They tell us hey, that's the facts, but until somebody tells me it is true, I'm not gonna push it on nobody. Premium is always the best way to go to keep the ads away. I know they would never lie to me, would they? They treat me too good. YouTube's like having a bipolar girlfriend. One day she loves you, the next day she's cussing you out. Sharon has now come through and clarified, yes, 100% true.
Yeah, freeway is really empty up here.
Here we go. That's great.
CHP unit speed up ahead of this, so it's most likely because that officer went up ahead and cleared things out. The more
that's what he did. I'd have went for some spike strips, man. We got to do something.
The pursuit is. If this driver just continues on straight and just stays at 70 miles an hour, he or she will eventually run out of gas, and then that'll be it. That'll be a safe conclusion.
Eventually.
Continues on, sticks in the middle lane, and the CHP continues doing a great job of keeping other drivers off of the freeway, then really, I mean, this hopefully will just come to a safe ending. So you can see there's.
Well,
there's
I think we should pit them. That's just my opinion, though.
Just now, there was someone on the overpass possibly that was watching our coverage on their phone, and they were seeing this. But that dangerous part was that that person that was on that overpass ran across. So like, what if they ran across and there was another person that just happened to be driving across there? That was almost more dangerous than the pursuit. Anything
You
I've
hear
seen in
that,
the pursuit
kids?
so far.
Don't be running across
Continuing
lanes
on,
of
we're now
traffic.
into this car, this black Subaru here, that has been evading drivers for over an hour now. And it's
Sorry, guys, I'm having to
on
do
the
a few
210,
things over here real quick.
headed east through kind of, yeah, like that kind of a foothill neighborhood. We're getting
Yeah. Oh, good.
yeah.
All right, much better. Subaru. It's the new Kia. This is the second time this year I've seen a chase with a Subaru. What was Subaru's slogan?
Slightly slowing down here. I
Subaru.
mean, this is one of the first times that I've seen this driver in
Oh, the
50s.
ham sweats are the
Really has
best.
mainly been just between 60 and 70 miles per hour, but slightly slowing down here, despite
Oh,
how
thank you,
busy
Rachel.
the
Much
freeway
appreciated.
is ahead of the driver. So really hard to tell what's going through the mind there, but
Premium is always a good idea.
I know one of the thoughts is yes, there is indeed 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 at the moment that I can see, and then a few more that are further behind out of the shot, making sure that any of the other drivers that are headed east here on the 210.
Doctor Who, how are you? Just in time.
Going 55. Surely someone could be going regular the speed limit, end up passing this. So CHP doesn't want that. They're going to keep everyone back.
I don't think
they
so.
Essentially, run a traffic break behind this, just in case anything does happen on the freeway.
Possibly. Maybe it's a guy driving though. Maybe it's he feels it's a very fine family vehicle.
And
Northwest, I will let you do so, my friend. Hold me accountable.
yeah, so we did see another officer there. That might have been a possible spike strip attempt. Excuse me.
Was it though? What's this guy do?
So
We've
we
fallen
saw
back.
that CHP unit kind of pull off there, just to the right of this driver. And yeah, hold on, we are seeing the driver pull down the window one more time. Right there, it was right under
Pull
the
down the window.
The driver pulled down the window again. So really,
Yeah.
the main reason we've
Pulls down the window? Really?
This driver space is because the more space that the driver has, it seems like the slower he's
5.
with
From what
there,
appears to be
it seems like that
the
might
greatest
happen
beard
for
I've
a
seen
little bit,
today.
because we are seeing
Mr.
those
Bobby.
and
Thank you, sir.
coming under this overpass.
Fine,
here.
fine beard.
Probably one of the first times I've seen a signal.
Beard envy.
So finally, I guess deciding to use a turn signal. Really haven't been merging between lanes too much, but just
There's been like zero traffic
to use
on
a
this
turn
road.
signal when you already have a
It's
lot going
almost
on.
eerie.
It's tricky.
Almost eerie, the silence and the non-traffic. I mean, some more traffic on this side, so we must be shutting down
So coming up on this
ramps.
Campus Ave. Yeah.
Because it has been next to no traffic.
Kind of passing through. So there are. We have another car here, and that's what's tricky is when.
Ooh, that's a nice car. That's the car we should be chasing.
Yeah, see, he finally that car was almost about to pass our driver, but then was able to look into that rearview mirror and see, this is.
That's the new. It's the Subaru boys.
Trying to get.
We're done with Kia boys. So last year.
Overtake a driver that's being pursued. Surely, CHP is going to be looking at you a certain way as well.
Subaru, confidence in motion. What a slogan. How about Subaru? Stay off my ass. Subaru, inexpensive. That doesn't work as well either. Ah, come on, get it together tonight. I mean, if he's running, oh, Outback saved your life. It's a good car, quality. They're built tough. Subaru tough.
See here, there's other drivers at this point, or other people that are out.
How are you supposed to see that if you don't keep your damn camera on, bro?
Dinner, you know, maybe folks are like
9 months, madman.
the overpass in general,
9.
but
Happy
just,
Easter
I
to you
urge
as
people
well.
just to use caution.
Don't forget tomorrow's Easter Monday.
Overpass.
The big gash, the big beautiful gash. I'm going to look right now. Da 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 da. My phone died. Da 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 da. All right, Gash App's gonna have to be on hold. It's my phone died. Helen, 5 big ones. Sharon, I don't know what you sent, but I'm sure it's fantastic.
San Bernardino County.
I would have to plug my phone up on a charger because my phone went dead while I was sitting here.
This guy may be going to Big Bear. I mean, it's like we're
Way more traffic now, guys.
So we'll really see. That will be the next.
What is it? Yes. Okay. Get it. Having issues, guys.
As we can see, we are seeing more and more people out there up on the overpasses.
Maybe somebody's going to get up there with like a center block and end the chase. Not saying they should do that. Just saying.
We are starting to see a few more vehicles on the road. I mean, we really hope that these vehicles,
Dewey,
folks,
14.
that have seen
That's a 1 and a 4. Many thanks.
See what's going on. It's best for folks to
350 of you here. Good to see you. Happy Easter. Their slogan is love.
As safe as possible.
It's what makes a Subaru Subaru. Outlander. I come from the land down under. Sharon, did you give me a hint? Give me a hint what you said.
Here, come entering onto the freeway.
I'm so sorry, Sharon. I deserve to be fired along with NBC.
Yeah, just bear with us for 1 moment.
I don't know. Maybe he's gambling. It might be with his parents.
We checked just a little
Could be
bit
anywhere.
Earlier, but now that the sun is kind of going down or almost hitting this driver right from behind, we might have a little bit of a better shot at looking.
See, they're smart. They said, we're getting out of LA.
Oh, there was a spike strip attempt right there.
Oh, we missed it.
George, we are ready into. I'm shooting into the skirt at the moment.
Yeah, it wasn't even close, man. It wasn't even close.
Spike strip attempt. It was tricky, but we're ahead of this pursuit. But there's been multiple. I've seen at least 3 units that have been pulled over and have had spike strips out, attempting to get this driver to stop. I mean,
if we could get him with a spike strip, we could end this pretty damn quick.
Stayed on this freeway for.
I hope he gets a ticket for that headlight that's out.
A couple different freeways, but pretty much in the same lane for. Almost an hour now, and going pretty much the same speeds, right about between 60 and 70 miles an hour. And thankfully, with some of the work of getting ahead of this that CHP has done, a lot of the traffic has not even been in the way. Like a lot of the traffic's already. It's
possible. Anything's possible.
Has gotten to it. But
there you go. That's what he's done. All right.
That gives the driver
confirmed
to be able to swerve and maneuver and dodge any sort of spike strip that might be thrown.
Sharon, because Creed's not here,
On these,
you're gonna get
on a freeway
served
where,
up a
it's
delicious helping of,
wide at one point.
well, extra special, Mikey Luna. Oh, how that
So
is
coming
music.
up or excuse me, the 15 freeway.
One time, guys.
So we'll really be able to tell.
Guys in the truck.
Stays to the left.
Have y'all been drinking before you got here?
We'll continue on to the 210.
Thank you, Sharon. What a blessing.
On the road.
It's an
If
Easter
you go to
miracle.
if this driver decides last minute to go to the right.
Fox is confirming murder.
Right now, it looks like it's just going to be 210, unless there's any sort of
Murder.
that we sometimes see. But now that
I knew it was something. We weren't giving up. Had to be good.
On the 210, unless he decides to exit, which would be something we haven't seen. This has been on
Yes.
freeways for as long as we've been over.
He's
it,
wheeling and
4 hours
dealing.
now.
Hey, he makes a good living doing that, so I can't say anything about that.
I've rarely seen him go into that far right lane, let alone attempt to merge off of the freeway. Sometimes we see in pursuits, drivers.
Thank you, Sharon.
Try to do a fake out and go from one lane or one side of the freeway to the other. But this driver is really just staying in, one lane, pretty much on cruise control, just slowly but surely making their way through.
Well, if this guy is wanted for murder,
from Ventura County,
if that's the
Los Angeles
case,
County, and now going through San Bernardino County.
he's going to do everything he can not to get caught.
Did see another lane change there because there are a few more vehicles that
Everything he can.
because CHP has been.
Thank you, Sharon.
Has been ahead
Thank
of
you
it
so much.
themselves. All these drivers are already pulled over, so it's not like they're seeing this. And
No, that car's going way too fast to be
as you can
Creed.
see, like, those drivers are pulled over by the time this car.
We're going to Big Bear, kids.
They are aware of it, but right now we are going to see a little bit more traffic because these folks that we're seeing, like this blue vehicle just above the car that we're looking at, are coming from the 15 freeway. So they haven't been on the 210. They maybe don't.
Mac, thank you for the heads up.
To an active police pursuit. As soon as they get a chance to see it in those back windows, we may see them pull over. But right now, it's like that blue car.
I've heard a lot of different stories about a lot of these people just
we mentioned earlier the sun
catch and release after spending thousands of dollars to apprehend them.
Really, just like that, we can kind of see some of those vehicles are starting.
Maybe
to
allegedly.
There's an active pursuit going on. I should pull over, allow CHP to
Dun,
do what
dun, dun. I can't believe we would ever see, if I was told
another unit here joining
in my day I would see
we-
a murderer driving a
cars
Subaru,
switch in and
I'd
out,
have told you were
keep
crazy.
everybody fresh.
I said, there's no way that car is going to carry a killer one day.
Eastbound on the 210 freeway. We've passed the 15 now, so really
So they're going to really stay on him. They're going to be throwing out those spike strips. They're going to really stand on them. Maybe they know somebody in Big Bear. I mean, there's no getting away while you're on the freeway. Zero chance of getting away. So I don't know why we're staying on here unless we just haven't got our exit yet.
Speeds will remain. I mean, it's kind of. Well, once again,
The chase is coming from inside the house.
65 and 70 miles per hour. Really pretty consistent.
Sonny, I would say he's probably talking to somebody, or he's getting high as a kite. One.
There really isn't too much aggressive, acceleration and then deceleration.
It was not.
It's just been a consistent
It was not.
60, 65. We did see at one point there was
Easter Day
sheriff's,
Massacre.
Department unit.
Rover is our good friend Riley Martin, everybody.
For a few moments.
No, Riley.
Down the window to interact
Should.
with that sheriff's deputy.
Riley, I hope you're good, my friend.
Since then,
I couldn't have said it better, Riley.
Different spike strips, at least, performed or attempted.
Attempted. He hasn't hit a single one.
I really didn't see any personally that appeared to land because it's just tricky with.
Can we drop spike strips from those overpasses? I mean, everybody gets up there, like we see them coming. Just drop it on the ground in front of them.
Freeway, and then be effective against both the driver and then not be effective against any other driver.
Oh, and that headlight.
It's just very tricky to have a spike
Ugh.
that's that big to be able to.
It's the
activate
super
it,
slasher.
Units behind the driver are not affected
Maybe.
by those spikes.
I don't know if that's going to stick, but I like it.
We continue to see some vehicles pulled over to the side of the road. I mean, CHP we have noticed some vehicles up ahead of the pursuit, kind of essentially.
Oh yeah,
people over, but warning
we got a couple of Rileys here. I love that.
For your own safety.
Ghost Riley.
That's a lot of what we've.
I hope you're all right.
You stupid bastard.
Oh, Riley. You're always trip. Let's pit him. Why not? Let's go crazy. Let's take him out. If this guy's a killer, let's do it. Let's throw caution to the wind. Let's make the next one think twice before he does it. Yes, it is. We should have cop cars have boxes of nails in the trunk and just throw them all over the road when he's coming by. Box of nails. The great equalizer. Drop a big boulder. Another great idea. Yeah, the moose should have told you that. Right, Riley? Get a symbol, and also, if you are so inclined, Riley does have jugs for sale that you can purchase at a very reasonable price.
Oh my goodness.
Right? We run out of Riley drops here in a minute.
So what we're really seeing now, I mean, we can tell there's different units on this.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock here on the East Coast.
Is another one of those the cruiser that we've been following, but you can see
we're on the night shift over here.
That's behind this. So this driver has gone through 4 different CHP divisions.
I don't think there's no Pintos running.
West Valley, Baldwin Park, and now it's been handed over to the Inland Empire Division. So this is, I mean, it's just been going on for so long and through so many jurisdictions that is one of the reasons why we're seeing different units, different vehicles.
I mean, that grappler, it seems like I've heard different things about, like, it is effective, but in some situations it really isn't. Really depends on how fast they're going. But it's supposed to wrap around their axle and stop them.
So that's one of the main reasons that
like Wonder Woman's lasso.
Over from one
Wonder
division
Woman.
to another.
Speaking of Wonder Woman, Annabelle. Thank you. Almost sent you a Riley Martin. That's a Ron Allen. Ron Allen, you still around?
Yeah, pretty much straightforward as this driver has been going.
Thank you, Annabelle.
210,
Hallelujah.
It's going to hit a curve pretty
Yes.
soon. Once we get
Exactly.
to Highland, basically
Those jugs can be used for really anything.
Freeway, right in Highland there. So we're really going to be able to tell if he's going to get off, go northbound into the foothills, or continue on to the 10 freeway.
Will he get off, guys, or is he going to continue on?
Yeah, really.
Get your guesses in.
Springs.
Go to Palm Springs. Why not? Why not? We're going to stick with this as long as we can. As long as they stick with it, so will we. When I say we, I mean me and me. And you. You're part of this now. Try and back out.
Yeah. So really in the city of San Bernardino now, but really at almost towards the base.
Captain Happy, how are you,
drive
sir?
up to Big Bear, Running Springs. We're really getting close to that.
Black Rose.
330 exit pretty soon.
How are you?
But if this driver just continues, stays inside that, just in that middle lane, as we've seen the majority of this pursuit.
Thank you, Smith.
it's really just going to end up on the 10 freeway as the 210 sort of bends around here in Redlands.
Oh, don't go to Vegas. Stay out of Vegas, brother. Jim will get him before he even gets there. Yeah. A little bit of both. Why not? Why not? It's Easter. Treat yourself. Really? Look at Rick coming in with hot take.
Actually, this is the first time that I've seen the driver merge off the freeway or merge onto it almost looks like an exit.
He's going to get right back on the freeway. Watch him. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it might be what. Yeah, so this might be one of those instances where the driver actually has a chance to continue back on the freeway or exit.
I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I don't even know that.
Where if he wants to merge, he's going to be cutting in front of that other vehicle.
Remember, it's getting dark now, kids. That missing headlight's going to come into play.
Exiting the 210.
Right. What's his play here, guys?
Turn signals on, and yeah, we have that other driver is getting.
Thank God for his signals.
Over, giving some space here. So coming underneath us now, or almost coming underneath us.
I haven't heard that in a while. Coming underneath us, Sweet Tea, with another gift.
Where this driver has decided to continue at the moment. So 215 freeway.
We're on the 215 for all you street loving folk. We're on the 215. You guys are killing it tonight. Awesome.
Well, if we count the 101, the 134, the 210, and now here on the 215, this would be our fourth freeway so far in this pursuit.
4 freeways down. Who knows how many to go?
So it's and yeah, we're seeing the turn signal activate.
Really good on a signal. I'll give him that. To be a dirty murderer, he at least uses his signal. So he can't be all bad. Oh, looky there. 2K subs by the Goat Raiders. I have no idea who the hell that is, but that's amazing. Hallelujah. OG Sean White, everybody.
210 freeway.
Love it.
Excuse me,
that's awesome, man. Awesome. I love that you're killing it over there.
Just like that.
Thanks for stopping in to see us lowly people over here.
Trying to make their way.
Remember us when you're rich and famous.
On Sunday, making sure that they don't accidentally get in the way of this or accidentally merge and just cause any sort of extra issues. The Goat Raider.
I'm probably the only person don't know who that is. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll make it to Vegas. Maybe he's looking for one big bet. One last big bet.
So unlike the 210 when we were coming through here, this freeway is just too.
Make sure you hit the like. 200 of you over there on Credence Mikey. 153 on We Got to Chase.
A spike strip is a lot more.
Hit the likes, or I'll send Danny to your house. Good to see you, buddy.
The driver just has less opportunity to try to avoid it and get out of the way. So,
well, that's good. It's good thinking. You know,
just as a
he wasn't what his other record may be ruined, but
see a spike strip coming up.
He doesn't want his driving record
now that the
besmirched.
The highway is only 2 lanes wide.
That's all he's got left. Thank you, buddy. Glad things are going so good for you over there. That's awesome. The Goat Raiders equals Biggin? Really? How did I not know that? How? That's right. Be a fan. Do a solid. Ooh. Mm. A sausage and pastrami sound. I like it. Are we putting any like sauce or what kind of sauces we gonna put on this sandwich? Need to know. In case you're wondering, Danny's gonna have a sandwich named after us at a
So
sandwich
with
shop he
pursuits
works.
continuing on here, you can see another one of those airships. So this one, yeah, in the shot there.
Better turn on the night sun here soon.
So we're heading northbound on the 215. So we're getting close now to the 15, which would take us into the Cajon Pass.
Alan, I'm glad you're here, man. Alan Ross Radio. I'm guessing you're in radio.
Towards Vegas here. I mean,
That's what me and Creed used to do before we did YouTube.
Back from Vegas, but heading out to Vegas now, we really aren't seeing too much traffic here ahead of this. At least heading northbound on the 15 as we're looking.
That's all right. Some channels try to charge you like $5, $10, $20. No, sir. Not here. $3. The same thing that Sally Struthers used to ask for. That's all we ask for, too. We don't even know what inflation is. Double sausage, baby. Double sausage. 2 sausages. That's what I was thinking. Some nice red sauce. Now you're thinking. I like that.
Mile-an-hour speeds right now.
Kind of cheese we going with?
Go up to 70.
Need to know. Putting cheese on this sandwich, right? That's going to be a hot sandwich. After Jasmine? Maybe.
So coming up soon on the
I will do that, OG Sean White.
Here, so
I will do.
We'll see a bit more traffic.
Oh, no crying.
We can see there's definitely on the 15. There's a lot more of these 18 wheelers like we're looking at right now. So that does add. I'll see right there.
I mean,
another spike attempt. It was really tricky with that 18 wheeler.
Yeah, 18 wheeler messed them up, man.
Right here on the 215 freeway. Like I said, yeah, with these 2-lane roads, that's really where CHP
Mark.
Success in getting
It's the one-eyed scissor wagon, baby. And for that comment, you get the scissor drop. Scissor me, daddy!
The road is
just for you, Mike. Just for you. We're coming into everything's starting to look real different for the direction we're going. He was smart to get behind that 18 wheeler. That really gave him a chance to not have to worry about a spike ship because they're not going to throw it out right there and hit the truck.
Okay. So up here, we are getting closer here into the Cajon Pass, and we have been up over this for quite some time. We're going to head back at the moment, refuel, and then we'll be back with you. So this is Ryan Williams up in News Chopper 4. Stay locked in to NBC.
Are you kidding me? Let me check over here. Okay. Here. Is he leaving? Yes, no, maybe. He's leaving. Make up his mind. Are we supposed to just sit around? Okay, we're not going to sit and stare at that. See what else we got. Provolone. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's run with it. Anybody else on this? This is 2 choppers I've had to go home and get fuel. What do they expect us to do, huh? Yeah, less ads per our good friends over at YouTube. That's true or not? Well, bad thing is nobody's got enough fuel to go any damn where. Unbelievable. I mean, we can always look at the sky. Anybody want to look at the sky? Sky. Got some mountains. They even quit. If they quit, I know we got to quit. All right. Well, they make a lot of promises. I don't know if they're going to come back. If they do, I will as well. They are out of fuel. Dunzo. We got to wait and see if they come back. 7. Let me double check 7. They didn't have it a minute ago. ABC 7. I'm going to say no because there's nobody. Well, let's see here. Get ready. We're jumping to ABC 7. Says they're live. We'll see. He's going very slow all of a sudden. Coming in hot. Get ready. $7:14 is the time they've got. So
I don't know if that's what you guys are seeing also.
That appears to be what we're looking at as well. Yes.
And it did look from Air 7 that the tire did come off the
Fully,
car,
right.
but then when we zoomed in on that front left tire, there was still
just in that little bit of time, the tire has come off.
Bruce, you pointed out you're not a Subaru
Bruce!
expert, but you've covered enough of these pursuits. It does seem like at this point we would see sparks, but we have not seen any sort of sparks. Could that be because the car's not seen any sort of sparks? Could that be because the car's just not going very fast, or there's still enough rubber to protect that axle?
Very much so. It could be because there's still some rubber on that tire and the rim
Still got
area.
rubber, y'all.
And because they're all-wheel drive, it's not powering.
Let's see this tire
vehicle.
come off. Let's see.
But
Let's see
eventually
it. Show
you're
it to
going
me.
to run that rubber down, and you are going to see them riding on the rim, and you will see sparks eventually. But right now, not so much.
All right, on the right side of your screen right there for viewers who may not have been watching when this happened, this was just a few minutes ago when CHP attempted that spike strip. We saw the car go off the road right there on the shoulder. That was likely when the car may have clipped the spike strip, attempted to avoid it, and may not have been able to do so. Got on the left side of this tractor trailer to pass it. And just a few minutes later, you'll see here in just a minute, that's when we watched the tire come rolling off that vehicle.
Not gonna show
at
us, I guess.
Somewhat of a high rate of speed. Now,
All right,
this
here we
driver
go.
has been going in the 60-some miles. Speaking is that the driver
There it is.
rolled down the window for a moment. We were able to get a better glimpse inside the window.
There it
but then
is.
for some reason, rolled the window right back up. So it get a better glimpse inside the window, but then for some reason rolled the window right back up. So
they're having issues
really
over
see
there
if there was
too.
anything that was thrown out of the vehicle. I didn't see
Okay.
that happen, but we are starting to see a few changes in behavior from this person, probably at least 120 miles into this pursuit.
Oh, there were probably
Yeah,
8 pounds of nails on the shoulder of the road.
Slow down, drive at a slower speed, get into the much slower lanes, even though there's only a couple of lanes on this particular freeway or transition road freeway. So yeah, we have seen that, and hopefully the suspect is thinking about slowing down and pulling over.
We're all
guys for our viewers. Just within the last 15 minutes, we've seen this vehicle go from the
it really
210
should.
east to the 15 freeway.
You
to the
picked the fine
215
time
back
to
on the
leave
15
me
freeway,
loose, Will.
passing the Cajon Junction. That is the latest update we have on the exact
Cajon
location of where this
Junction.
pursuit was not too far from Victorville. We'll
Oh,
have to
baby,
see,
that front
if
tire.
this vehicle does stay on the 15 freeway and does head towards Victorville, but we can tell you
That front
the video
tire,
that we
baby.
just showed you that that fourth attempt by the California Highway Patrol spike strip attempt was successful. That front left driver's side tire is
So that
flat
he
at
got
this
him when he
point.
was
That
trying
has
to get around that
reduced the speed at which this
that one
Subaru is
behind the
traveling. I don't know if
18-wheeler.
can
We
bring
did
up
get
this
a
current speed
taste.
right now. This pursuit at times had
See it
reached
right here. Oh, yep,
90,
yep.
but really has been in the 60, 70, not a super fast
In real time,
pursuit.
it was
The
hard to
driver
tell.
staying in the
See
middle.
how
And right now,
Subarus
I
are
have
built.
to imagine that this is the slowest the vehicle has traveled. I don't know if we can
Thank
pull
you,
up how
thank you.
fast it's going
Doing my
right now,
best.
but it looks to me, Liz, I don't know, 40
I
miles
don't know.
per
There's a
hour,
bunch of shit
50,
in that other
It's difficult
seat,
to tell because
or
there are
if
no
it's a
other cars on
person.
the road.
50 miles per hour,
Yeah,
50.
it's difficult to tell because there are no other cars on the road, so there's no way to compare it. But this
Why is it
driver
doubling
is
up
certainly
like
not
that?
driving erratically and has not been for most of this pursuit. Now, if you're just joining us, this pursuit likely began about 2 hours ago. We've been following it since the top of the 6 o'clock hour.
I've been on it
This
an
began
hour
up in
and 10
Ventura
minutes.
County as some sort of attempted. We've been following it since the top of the 6 o'clock hour, and this began up in Ventura County as some sort of attempted traffic stop by the Ventura County Sheriff's Office. That traffic stop was
Must have
obviously not
thanks.
successful. This person jumped on the 101
Yeah, we ain't making
south,
it to Vegas
and that
now,
is when
buddy.
California Highway Patrol
Not
picked up this
happening.
entire pursuit
Not
that has been
happening.
going ever since. And CHP has been following this car.
He's gonna
since
be
they picked
digging
it
a
up
trench in this
Ventura
road in a few
County on the
minutes.
101 south. That person drove on the 101 south all the way through the San Fernando Valley, picked up the 134 and headed east
Possible
through
attempted.
Pasadena.
So we didn't
Glendale,
even
Cocoa,
accomplish the
picked up
job.
several other freeways, now 15 north headed toward Victorville. And this person was wanted for attempted murder. And we now know from the Ventura County Sheriff's Department
Attempted.
that at some point this person, the driver of this vehicle, called the dispatch center himself, had an extended conversation with one of the sheriff's deputies. And that's in fact when they were able to clarify that this person was wanted in connection to an attempted murder. Now, we don't know any more about that situation, an attempted murder against who or how this may have involved
Whom?
what happened.
Against
What we also
whom?
still don't know here
About the
is if
Victorville
there's
McDonald's
anybody
and get
else in
something to
this
eat.
vehicle. We've not seen any signs of a passenger or anybody in the back seat. We haven't seen the back windows roll down at any point. We just know that police have tried 4 different
I don't
times
know,
to use spike
man.
strips to stop this driver, and only one, that very last one, was somewhat successful. But
Well, he
this
does
car
drive a
has to have driven, I
Subaru,
think,
so what do you
maybe
expect?
20 miles or so, Josh, would you say, since that spike strip attempt?
Yeah, but that persistence by the CHP paying off with that 4th attempt. And I have to imagine Bruce Thomas is with us, that they will continue to try, possibly from a different
Bruce!
side of the road, to try and get one of those other tires. This is not something they're going to stop now that it's been successful.
Parts. I'm not sure these are run parts. I'm not sure. I'm not sure these are run flat. I'm not
Is
sure these are run
do
flat.
y'all hear that
I'm not sure
audio
these are run
skipping?
flat. I saw a good chunk of this tire go off the rim.
What
So
the
it's a
hell?
matter of waiting to see what happens now.
And as the light begins to change, does this, and
What the
this
hell?
stretches on into its second hour,
Oh boy.
does this become an advantage for law enforcement, or does this become an advantage for the driver here?
Yes. Losing a wheel?
All pursuits going on, the advantage would be for law enforcement because they have the helicopter with the night sun that will illuminate the area.
It was remixed.
However, if it does become a terminus of the pursuit, where it becomes a foot bail,
What
that
the
becomes
hell?
part of the advantage to the suspect. And then law enforcement has to flood the area and contain it and control
Thank you for
the area.
getting that place straightened out.
And if
So it's
there
kind
is,
of a half and half at this point.
understood, and if there is good news here, it is that this driver has not really put other drivers in danger. This person has stayed relatively, traveling in the 60-some mile per hour range. They've not
I need
been
to see that
erratically
wheel.
driving through traffic. They've not gotten off the freeway at any point and driven through city streets. So as far as that goes for law enforcement, they have been able to maintain safety, at least to
That
the
wheel
general
looks,
public, Bruce.
I mean, other than being
Yeah,
gone.
so this has been one of our safer, if you can use that word,
Right.
pursuits.
Yeah.
Meaning traffic has been very, very light. They stayed on the freeway. They haven't really endangered too many vehicles or too many uninvolved motorists. So in this case, it's a
I
good
mean, he's
thing.
still driving
And we
relatively
can tell you,
fast.
as far as location goes, we've passed the Cajon Junction. We've passed the
Just
Cajon
couldn't have
Pass.
missed it.
It does appear that this vehicle is approaching the Victorville area, but traveling at a not
Pretty
as
slow rate
fast
speed.
as the car was going because it's lost one of its tires. The next big area that it would approach would be Victorville. Not quite there yet. You can see traffic building on the other side of the freeway, but we have barely seen any vehicles. And I do want to point out during that
No
fourth
one wants to go to
spike strip
Victorville.
attempt, it was
No one.
interesting that there was actually a big rig, that it appeared to us that the car was possibly trying to go around that big rig, but it was clearly actually trying to avoid a spike strip. Not successful. CHP was successful, but clearly the car has three appears to be functioning tires at
Three
this point.
functioning
and as Liz pointed
tires.
out, it's been able to go now for the last 20 plus minutes. We're showing you that scene from earlier again, that successful fourth spike strip attempt. The car,
Like he didn't lose it when he come
I'll
back
pull up the
from
exact mile
that
per hour
other
right now,
lane
but we can
across
tell you
that.
that it's going much slower than it has, and that is because it does not have a inflated left.
Inflated tire, right?
Yeah.
Hey, this car can't be going much more than, Bruce, would you say maybe 45 miles per hour or so if you had to guess watching this?
Yeah, based on what I'm seeing, I'm thinking maybe in the 40 to 50 mile
Yeah,
an hour range.
the one we
But
saw,
it definitely
he
slowed down
he got the tip,
And it
just the
appears to
tip.
me, again, I don't know if, we've just been watching this so long, but it appears as though the car's slowing down even more. On the one side of your screen, you're seeing that tire.
Ah,
It appears as though
look
that
at
tire
that.
came off
That's why
relatively
you guys are
flat
so
at
important.
the
That's a
moment when that
good
rolled
point.
off, right, Bruce?
Yeah, it did. It looked like it was, it looked
Kelly
like it was flat
Joe,
tire that came
hello.
up, but yet
Happy
I think
Easter.
as Air 7 HD pushes into the shot, we can see the rim. But as far as is there still some rubber on that rim? It appears that there was or still is.
What
Only
does law
attempted.
enforcement possibly know about the
Unsuccessful
car, the person
murderer.
inside, or the situation that led to this that we don't know? And what questions are they
Finally
asking
got
right
it.
now?
And if only we could have the recording of that
Right.
conversation between the
Right.
suspect and Ventura County Dispatch.
Yeah, very much so.
Bruce always
We
sounds like he's in a
know what
bathroom
kind of car
talking.
it is. We know where it's registered. We know who the registered owner of the vehicle is. As far as the additional information that you're speaking of, we don't
Yeah.
have that available to us. But
Goat
we
cheese,
do know
brie.
as much
Yum.
as we can about this vehicle, meaning where does this vehicle live, where does it reside, and who is the registered owner of it.
I mean, it should be down to the rim by now.
Spoke to this driver himself. I have to imagine they've pulled up as much information as they can possibly find on this person.
Okay.
Any potential criminal record that may be involved, any traffic violations over time, where this person lives, and
Till
who they're
they catch
associated
'em.
with, right?
Yeah, very much.
CHP
so.
always gets their
What
man.
they call a whole workup on this person running the vehicle and then going backwards from there. They also have the phone number to this person, so they can cross-reference that phone number and find out also where that phone resides. Is it the same location as the registered owner of the
Again,
vehicle, or is it a different location?
it was
So that's the kind
just
of
the tip.
information that they're getting. But at this point, it's all conjecture as to can
That's
they
right.
talk to the suspect.
He's got the diverticulitis like
now
me.
have
He's
tried that
got
back up, Bruce, and we were pretty close on our estimate there. And in fact, that car's actually going a little slower than we thought, somewhere between 38 and 40 miles per hour.
Bruce is
So
sneezing.
that car has clearly been damaged and impeded by that tire flying off the vehicle, like we saw. That had to have been 15 minutes ago, right, Josh?
Yeah, and we do have an update on the location. Still on
Getting
the
lower.
15 freeway north, and
in the Mount Baldy and Wrightwood area.
yeah, but I believe
Ooh,
still
no,
kind
don't
of
say that.
heading towards Victorville, because it would have to get off on the 138 or the 18 freeway in order to get to the Palmdale Lancaster area. So since it's still on the 15,
Oh, if you're wondering where your
we can tell you
order
that
is from Amazon,
the next
it's right there on the shoulder of the road, broke
area
down.
that we're looking at would be Victorville, and then of course further up Barstow. People, we know motorists in our area very familiar with the 15 freeway. If you drive to Las Vegas,
So
and
important.
other areas, and I'm sure normally on a Sunday we know that we've seen
That's
some
awesome.
of that traffic heading back towards LA County, but at this point, especially in this section, Liz, we have not seen any traffic at all and barely any other vehicles. And it makes me, I don't know if Air 7 can zoom out at all, but it makes me wonder what
Bruce has to
things
sit
look
on the
like,
potty when he
out in
sneezes.
front of this vehicle, if all the exits have been shut down, if other cars are even on the road at this point.
And Bruce, I noticed as
Yes,
Air 7 zooms
it's the
out a
quietest
little,
room in
I
this
can't
house,
tell
I
if it's
bet.
more vehicles, but we have at least half a dozen CHP vehicles following this car. You can now see as the daylight is changing, it very much just has one headlight that it is using to see. So they are at a disadvantage here. This driver has one headlight heading through a dark mountainous region. They have 3 tires. One has come off the vehicle, and this person has been driving
YouTube
for
junkie.
easily 120
They're helping
to
me the best they
140 miles
can.
or something
Don't
at
give
this
them a
point.
hard
And we're
time.
approaching 30 minutes where this driver's been around
30
miles per hour.
minutes.
So I was thinking ahead a little bit. Okay,
Right.
maybe
We've
they
been
did
here
switch
an
the road.
hour
They're
and
not even,
19.
there yet. You could see that when you're traveling that speed,
Right.
it's going to take you quite a bit longer.
So, Bruce, we were just talking about this.
They were
This
doing
has
about
to be then advantage law
80,
enforcement
90
here at this
earlier.
point. The person's driving with one headlight and 3 tires.
Yeah, the fact that they're driving one headlight, it's a really unique vehicle now. So law enforcement, the helicopter is going to be able
It's
to
a
see
real
that with no
classic
issues.
piece of
The
machinery
fact that
now.
they lost the tire and are on the rim, I'm surprised. As Josh said, we haven't seen the deflating of whatever's left on that rim and see the sparks from that rim. So it's just a matter of time, and I'm very surprised. But
Good
obviously,
to see you,
this
Cynthia.
type of vehicle can sustain that damage.
In the latest update that we do have from our assignment desk is that the car is indeed approaching Victorville. If this car continues on
Victorville,
north, which
up
it appears
ahead.
it will, because we have really not seen it switch freeways too often. After Victorville, it would hit Barstow and then, of course, move into the Fort Irwin Baker area.
Let's talk about diarrhea.
Continue on, possibly. I don't think that it has. Who knows if it has enough gas to even continue on.
I've paid Creed not to show up, so it wouldn't end.
Especially if you're traveling at 40 miles.
He'll show
per
up
hour.
so he can end it.
Right. And Bruce, given that this has gone on for so long and this driver is clearly disadvantaged at this point, is CHP eager to bring this to an end? Or, as you have said several times, are they more than content to just sort of run out the clock on this and allow the driver to come to its own conclusion, and this will stop eventually?
Yeah, they would like this to come to an end. There's a drain on resources.
Sure.
Even though it's slow speed, it is a pursuit. It's very taxing on the officers.
Oh, look at all the cops right
But
there.
the question is, how much
Taking
further
over.
is this vehicle going to go? And like Josh said, is it going to go all the way to Vegas or maybe to Baker, California, or to wherever it's going north at this point?
And as
They are on him right now. Hit him right now. Hit him. Get it over with.
Gaining some distance on
Give
this
him the
vehicle
pit.
right now. There appear to be more of them. They appear to be closing in on this car. What do you think is happening here?
It looks like they're probably changing out vehicles, meaning they've gone to the edge of one of their patrol areas and they're now into another area, possibly the Victorville units. That's what it looks like I'm seeing there.
Victorville in the house.
Units that are familiar with that area and do patrol that area on a daily basis.
Yeah, you would think they'd have a better chance to get them now.
Out to keep fresh units involved.
And I do have an update on our location. This driver not at Victorville yet. Actually in the Oak Hills, Hesperia idea, so still a little Hesperia area, so still a little south.
Hot out here today.
Victorville, and we are staying with this pursuit, which is now.
It's a tough vehicle, Tiff.
Roughly around 40 miles per hour.
It's a brick house.
The CHP continues to keep their distance, but the number of vehicles does seem to be increasing in the last couple minutes, and their posture. I know that Bruce pointed out maybe they're switching out, but it does seem like we have not. It's been quite a bit of time since we've seen.
Yeah. Turn around and go home. You didn't do anything.
What they're planning coming up, but we do see that SUV kind of moving up. It's interesting to see if they change at all their tactics.
And Bruce, this is remarkable because on the other direction, on the 15 southbound, you see there's traffic build up there. There are a lot of cars going the other direction, and yet on 15 northbound, there's no one except for this semi-disabled vehicle that has been evading law enforcement for 2 hours now.
And I think a lot of our viewers are familiar with that terrible commute from Vegas home on a Sunday.
That's what it is.
In other parts of Southern
Love it. You guys called it.
You're seeing, but as Liz
Congratulations. Everybody said that was the Vegas come home traffic. Well done, guys.
The 15 north.
Well done.
What's going on there, Bruce? Was law enforcement able to get out there and sort of close some of these entrance ramps, or is this just simply a less popular traffic route?
Yeah, it seems like, maybe a combination of both. People are leaving and coming home.
Now's the time to go to Vegas.
That freeway could just be a nightmare going southbound from there into the LA area. But also, it may appear that CHP or other units have closed off.
This is attempted murder.
To control the amount of traffic that is in that area also.
Okay.
We did see that one driver pulled over, it looked like.
Yeah. Attempted
So
murder.
obviously this has been going on long enough that people who are traveling the 215 freeway and now in the Victorville area, it seems like a lot of drivers are aware of this. I will tell you that it's been quite some time since we've seen crowds on the overpasses, but we haven't seen as many overpasses, and this is not as populated as an area, but we are approaching more populated areas, Hesperia. You can see actually one of the possibly San Bernardino County Sheriff
Beautiful circus.
helicopters shining their spotlight now for the first time on that vehicle.
Getting the lights
We
out,
talked about this
boys.
a few minutes ago about what was going to change when the sun went down, and we're now right at that time now, 7:32.
Sun's going down.
Said the airship would be using its spotlight to light up the suspect, and there it is, right there, exactly what you said. What's happening?
Yeah, the airship is using that night sun to illuminate the suspect vehicle, and also if any vehicles are in that immediate area, to let them know there is some sort of hazard or some sort of situation that they may be coming upon as motorists. So they're kind of warning them, but also the night sun is used on the suspect vehicle to let them know that, hey, there are vehicles behind you with lights and
I
sirens
like this
on,
plan.
but we're above you and you're not going anywhere. So that may just put a little more pressure on the suspect.
Yeah, I have to wonder that. Is that sort of almost an unintended intimidate or perhaps intended intimidation factor on the driver of, you may have been evading us for this long, but we're still on you.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
No,
they're not going to get
not
right up on the
exactly.
suspect
No.
vehicle to force their hand, so to speak, to cause them to do some dangerous maneuvers and or driving. But they want them as a gentle reminder, we're still here. We're not going anywhere.
Dark. Lots and
It
lots
appears
of
as though this driver
darkness.
again, it's difficult to tell without any other cars or without the sky map out there. But it appears to me as though the driver's picking up a little bit of speed, perhaps not going as slow in the 30 to 40
Always.
mile per hour range as
They
the first one's
do
going,
a
which is
terrible job with that light.
remarkable given that it's probably easily been a half hour since we saw that tire come flying off the car before.
I was actually wondering
Yeah.
if that was
Yeah,
a
there it
fifth,
is.
if that was a fifth spike strip attempt, because you saw a CHP officer actually in the middle of the center divider there outside of the vehicle, and that's kind of what we've seen
Succulent
from time
Chinese
to
meal.
time. But it even at one point with that spotlight looked like maybe the windshield was cracked. But we just again have seen so many belongings in that front passenger seat that it's really hard to know what exactly.
Did he move out all of a
is
sudden?
inside that vehicle. I also wanted to ask
I'm
you,
moving out.
Bruce, let's say this car slowed down, now picking up a little bit, 48 miles per hour. Let's say it slowed down to 20 miles per hour. At what point do CHP vehicles approach this vehicle, try and ram it? Is that something we might see?
Ram jam.
Yeah.
Sweet tea. Why have we not ram jammed this guy yet?
Area, meaning you
One
have
more.
minimal traffic or
Another
no
gift.
traffic. You have a wide open freeway area with no obstructions.
Sweet tea, you're
to
the
left, no
MVP.
obstructions to the right, and the only hazard would be the center median K rails that are there. So, and it looks like it's a fairly level area. So this would not be a bad situation.
Sweet tea broke the 26-minute
I have to imagine,
dry
given that it's
spell.
getting dark now, and you have people out there commuting home. Granted, they're going the other
Thanks, Sweet tea.
direction. And you mentioned the drain on resources. That CHP has to be eager.
Oh,
to
they
bring
got to be
in
like $1 million in on this already with the amount of gas
Yeah,
they're
very
using.
much so. You have multiple units that have been involved in this. They all have to, as we say, 1019, or go to the station and report what their involvement was. There is a post-pursuit form and paperwork.
Still going.
And
90 minutes in right here.
To the
Still
city
pushing
in
it.
this case. So there's a lot of paperwork that's going to take place, and that causes those units to stay out of the field while they do this.
This is something that's been an incredible drain on
Aye.
resources, predominantly for the California Highway Patrol. We do see this car picking up just a little bit of speed over what it was a few minutes ago. 48
Yeah, doing
miles per
48
hour.
now.
We did see it going as slow as 38 miles per hour. But this has not been a seriously
Brian and
high
Kimmy,
speed
good to see you
pursuit
guys.
for the duration of the hour and a half or so that we've been watching it.
Hour and a
Yeah,
half.
it's very
Official.
very
Not
safe.
ladylike. Thank you.
The vehicle has not done excessive speed, hasn't done dangerous maneuver, really hasn't endangered other drivers, even though the freeway is very void of that. But
Nobody
yeah,
there.
it's kind of an ideal situation for a pursuit, if you would say.
And we want to let our audience know that at some point soon Air 7 will run out of fuel. We're approaching 2 hours that we have been on coverage with you. taking
Oh my
you
God.
from Ventura County to LA County, now San Bernardino County, approaching the Victorville area, and
One more
at
time,
some
baby.
point,
One more time.
we will have to go and get fuel, but we, of course, will stay on as long as we can.
It's a high performance machine. Of course, it's got premium in
Attempted
it.
murder suspect, as Bruce said, CHP not going to back off this. They
That's right.
because of the
Nothing but the big
danger
bucks for
that
me.
this person does pose, they will stay on this pursuit, and we, of course, will do our best to monitor it as well.
And Bruce, we still don't know if the person inside the vehicle.
Well,
is
I
armed.
wish
That's probably
Officer
one of the
Bird
biggest
was here.
questions.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird.
As this perhaps comes to an end here, you have covered a lot
Perhaps.
of police pursuits with
Maybe,
us.
but
Is this
maybe
one of the
not.
longer ones that you can think of?
It actually is. I mean, there have been a couple that have gone all the way down to San Diego from LA.
Right.
So we're kind of approaching that same mileage.
This guy's going to have to
if
go
you
to
would,
jail.
so
He'll
to
be
speak.
broke.
But yeah, this is very surprising that this suspect is just very content to stay on the freeway and head north on the 215, or actually the 15 rather, heading toward Vegas.
Yeah, Apple Valley area, approaching Victorville,
Appears
and
to be slowing down.
We haven't
again.
hit Victorville yet. We
appears to
were
be
supposed to be
closing in
there a long time
just a little
ago.
bit of distance, and I know we've made a lot of the sun going down and the daylight changing, but we're going to get to a period very shortly in the next few minutes where things get very dark. You're
Can't
in a
get
pretty
blood from
remote
a turnip.
mountainous region, and it's only going to get more remote from here. Does that change the calculus too, Bruce?
It just makes things more isolated.
Well, he
The
is
fact
driving a
that you're on
Subaru, so there is a
roadway,
chance
or
he
freeway
is.
in this case, that is void of lights, void of traffic, just void of everything. It's just a very dark desert type of drive area. So it almost makes it easier for law enforcement to follow this person because they're the only vehicle on the road.
And we don't have any information regarding whether this suspect is armed, but we can tell
Oh, you had
that
a
this suspect does
stream
have
where
a
you're about
cell
to start
phone,
a
because
stream.
We do know that this suspect did communicate with Ventura County Dispatch, the Ventura County Sheriff's Department.
We got a
and
chase sandwich.
It appears identified himself.
We got
and they were
a
able to,
chase sandwich.
share
Get it
that
right.
information with the CHP.
Let's do it.
Confirm that this was indeed an attempted.
I'll tell everybody
murder
go buy one.
suspect. We don't know exactly if any communication
What's up, Billy?
took place after that first phone call, or if this person has continued to use the phone. But we do know, and Bruce, you can speak to this a little bit, that there is technology that law enforcement has that they are able to track cell phones.
Might as well, man. This thing's
that
going.
I'm sure has been helpful.
3 wheels, 1 headlight. Mac
Yeah, the
trucking on down the
technology
road, man.
there, whether they have to get a warrant to do that, to speak, that's kind of where it gets a little more dicey, so to speak. You now have to track the phone via cell towers, but they're already doing that with the vehicle. Most vehicles now have the SOS systems, or if you need help, you press a button, or OnStar, those type of things. So they've probably been in contact with the
Closer I am to
or
find.
Subaru type center in order to track this vehicle.
Now, we've seen this driver in just the last minute or so try and speed up and then slow down
Ernest!
significantly. To me, that indicates
Good
that
to see you, bud.
something maybe they're getting low on fuel, or perhaps they're losing control of the car a little bit more. So you know a lot about this.
I
Bruce. What do you
haven't
think
seen
might
them
be
do
going on
any
there?
of that.
All the possibilities are open in this case. It could be driver fatigue too. This person's been driving for a while now. They're very intent on trying to get away from law enforcement. So they're very fixated on the roadway in front of them, thinking, are there more spike strips out there? So they may just be tired. But
Love it.
could be, to your point,
Love
other
it.
issues also.
Go get one.
CHP officers in all the pursuits
Love
that we
it.
cover. This one strikes me as this driver has not really tried to get away, not going incredibly fast, not erratic behavior, not getting off the freeway. This driver knows that they're cornered. They've been dealing with spike strip situations 4 times against that. Again, that 4th time was successful.
They used to do that every once in a while, but I never hear about that anymore.
Not seen.
Used to be a
maybe they
thing for a while.
just not go any faster because it's.
Are we
lost
not
that
putting
one tire.
OnStar in cars anymore?
It's a great possibility. We know we are seeing the drivers slow down drastically now. Maybe there is some mechanical issues with the vehicle. Maybe they're running out of fuel, or maybe they just are on the phone saying, "Hey, I want to give up. What do I need to do What can I do?
What does he need to do?
We do
Pull
want to
over.
point
What
out
do you mean?
as
What
we
does he
pass the
need to
Cajon
do?
past the Cajon Junction, as you can see, I don't know if Air 7 can zoom out a little bit, but we're in a more populated area now, Hesperia,
Oh, no.
Victorville. You're seeing more businesses. That looks like sort of a mini golf place, possibly. You're seeing more warehouses and more drivers. That traffic continuing southbound, but not northbound. Any cars out in front of it seem to be slowing. I don't know if that's
Good to see you,
car's pulled
Patrick.
over. No, it appears to be just some sort of civilian car to me. But again, this car just
Civilian.
holding the center lane for
Definitely
the
civilian.
duration of this pursuit that began up in Ventura County sometime in the 5 o'clock hour. Nearly more than 2.5
Yeah.
hours
Good
ago,
to see you.
Ventura County Sheriff's deputies tried to pull this car over, and you can
We're
see
all
how
losing right
that
now.
person did not stop and has not stopped since. After that car got
It
on
lost the
101
tire like
south and has led them on a
30 minutes
pursuit
ago.
for over 100 miles now. At some point, this person inside the vehicle called
Jeez.
Ventura County Sheriff's deputies and had an extended conversation. During that time, deputies were able to learn that this person is somehow wanted for an attempted murder. It appears, based on what we've been able to see, that this driver, this male driver, is the only person inside the vehicle. But we don't know that for sure because we've not been able to get good eyes inside this black Subaru SUV that they have been
You
pursuing since before.
You don't get
6
very
o'clock
many
And that is something that CHP
great
may know based on the
Spaceball quotes
conversation
these days.
that this driver, the suspect, had with law enforcement. But yeah, this pursuit is continuing now in the Apple Valley, approaching Victorville area.
Yeah, maybe it's.
And at this
I
point,
don't think it's on
we
all
don't know what the
cars.
traffic violation
Not
was
like
for,
everybody's.
but we can confirm attempted murder suspect, which is
Kind of
why
wild.
CHP is
Good to see
approaching
you.
this pursuit the way that they have. And this person, has
We're
been
waiting for this
following
car to
the
fall
chain
apart.
freeways when they've had to.
That's the
Correct.
only
And
way
that's
this
something
car's
that
going to
needs
stop.
be
To
continued.
fall
And
to
they've been able to
pieces.
evade nearly 4 spike stripped attempts. And I say nearly because the last one was successful. The fourth one was successful in some capacity because we watched one of the tires on the vehicle come flying off a few minutes after that. The person did try and avoid it.
Can we get a
wasn't
light on that
entirely
wheel? I need to see what's
successful,
going on,
but
man.
clearly it has not impaired their travel much because they have been traveling for a good distance since that happens. It appears as though they've picked speed back up again, now in the 40-mile-per-hour range. But for most of this pursuit, they've been traveling about 60, 65, no more than 90 miles per hour. And that was about an hour and a half ago when things were much more populated. So this driver seems very content to continue to evade officers and try and run out the clock. And Bruce, as you've mentioned to us, CHP is not about to give up on this. They may be strained resource-wise, but they are not giving up.
No, that's correct. They're not going to. They're going to maintain this pursuit and go as long as it goes. If it goes all the way to the state line, I'm sure they've already been in contact with Nevada authorities, Nevada Highway Patrol, to say, hey, we got a pursuit that possibly can come your way, and they will hand it over to Nevada Highway Patrol.
And so that, as far as California Highway Patrol goes, then.
Sorry, guys.
and
I'm
again,
looking to see
we
if
have
anybody else
discuss
has
this
got
because
it.
we've been on it this long. But if it does in fact make it to the state line, that's where California Highway Patrol stops and another law enforcement agency picks it up.
And this vehicle would have to travel 144 more miles to make it to Primm, Nevada.
Which is surely what this person has driven at this point anyway, given that this began in Ventura County. Is that roughly what you would guess, Bruce?
Bruce?
Yeah, they're going to have, they will hand it off to the other agency in Nevada because they're familiar with Nevada.
If they cut and run on this, nobody else has got it.
California CHP is not. And that's kind of where California CHP, where their jurisdiction ends. They do work in conjunction with Nevada Highway Patrol, so they're very familiar with each other. But yeah, they're definitely going to hand it off.
And we've just been watching this for the better part of an hour and a half, going on 2 hours at this point, most of the time with you, Bruce. And like we've said, we hate to use the term safe when you're talking about police pursuing an attempted murder suspect. But given the charges that are involved here, or at least the suspected charges, this has not been something that's put the greater public in a whole lot of danger on this holiday.
No, one of the things that
with a sweet bone.
I mean, we've seen southbound traffic headed back to LA from Vegas or wherever they were from, but as far as northbound traffic, it's almost been non-existent.
What are you curious about? Because we have just minutes left of fuel left in Air 7, which is
They're going to have to crash before
has been able to run out the tank of the
this chase.
helicopter that's been following them for 3 counties at this point. But what will you be wondering when we no longer have eyes on this pursuit?
at the terminus of the pursuit at the end, how it comes
What
to
will I
fruition,
think
and
about?
really what was this person really wanted for, and was it good information that the law enforcement agencies had on this person, and
I'm sorry this car's still going, y'all.
basically, what are we chasing?
I'm very
Yeah, and
surprised.
we can tell you that from Victorville to Barstow, you're looking at about 33 miles, and then you're looking at another 100 miles to the Nevada County line. So, it's hard to believe that this car could make it all the way to Prim, but we've seen crazier things, and we just don't know how much gas this Subaru has. But as Liz pointed out, this car has already traveled over 100 miles. We actually don't even know the exact location within Ventura County where this originated. So we know that CHP picked it up. We believe Woodland Hills area.
I mean, he's been driving nonstop,
on the 101 South,
going hot.
but we don't exactly.
That's the
know
wrong car. What are you doing blinding that poor
where the gas
driver?
was at in terms of that tank in the Subaru.
And Bruce, this is interesting to me. This is the first vehicle that we've come across almost the entire time we've been following this SUV that's out in front of the vehicle that doesn't appear to be moving over. Perhaps, and surely at this point they realize what's going on. You can hear the helicopter above you. You can see the
What's
night
this guy
sun
up to?
that they're using, but we also can't see CHP behind this vehicle. What do you make of it, what we're seeing right now?
I'm seeing a vehicle driven by somebody that really is just not paying attention to the roadway behind them. Or I hate to say that, but with all the distractions in modern technology, and that's why you see the helicopter with the night sun trying to warn them and say, "Hey,
who is this guy? Who is this hero?"
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay, get out of the way.
But yeah, either that driver was not aware, because of course they're driving.
I thought that guy was going to like try
they
and
didn't see the police lights,
knock him out, Rick.
And then at the same time, we've seen situations, Bruce, where other vehicles on the road try and get involved in a pursuit. I'm not saying that is what is happening now, but I know I've interviewed you on stories where drivers have tried to take matters.
Yeah, that guy. I was like, what is going on?
Never wants to happen.
Yeah, we have seen that, and
they're really
coming to the point where people have actually got out in the middle of the roadway and thrown stuff at the vehicle to try to slow it down or stop it.
That's what I keep thinking. I'm like, oh my God, he's got some sort of plan.
Let law enforcement do its job. But yeah, unfortunately, those things do happen.
We're all just living in a dream now.
Through the Victorville area, and this is the only other car we've really seen on the road. One thing I notice here is this car that we've been following in pursuit all night isn't gaining any speed on that. So it gives you an idea of how slow that car is going, that this SUV didn't pull out of the way. And
I thought that one was
close to it. So this vehicle is probably just in the 40 mile per hour
Let's
range
hope not.
like it was.
We don't need that.
It's incredible to me, Bruce, that this car is able to maintain the speed that it is, given 30 minutes ago or so, that tire came flying off the vehicle.
Yeah, we saw a tire come off. It was not
We sure did. We sure did.
And why it's not on the rim,
Could
and
be.
why it's not having mechanical issues or seeing the sparks that we've talked about. It's kind of foreign to me, but it just maybe goes to the point.
Hell yeah! Let's get that man in office.
Vehicles are.
Help my channel out.
Parked on the overpass, watching this pursuit. Finally, we are seeing that Toyota 4Runner that was about 50 feet in front of the Subaru pull off the freeway. So that's some good news. Not getting involved at all in this pursuit, just deciding to exit. And once again, this Subaru has in wide open freeway, no other vehicles.
Might as well, right?
I'm actually seeing it looks like a CHP car in the distance is getting off as well. And just unclear. Not as many. Oh, looks like
he's following that car. He's gonna pull him.
Going to have a conversation with that. But I will say we're not seeing as many California Highway Patrol cars in pursuit.
Oh my goodness!
In San Bernardino County, we at one point saw 6 to 12 cars. Right now, it looks like there's only 4 or 5.
He's turned on his high beams, baby.
This Subaru. What do you make of that, Bruce?
Is this Subaru? Can it go off road, guys?
It's definitely been scaled back to 4 or 5. You have a primary, a secondary, a third vehicle, which is probably a supervisor, and then you have maybe 1 or 2 left over to provide traffic control and a traffic brake as they have the.
He's got 2 now. Got his high beams on.
But
it's only the low beams broken.
Out in that high desert area, but they just don't have that many CHP officers on duty today as it being a holiday.
Right, and I'm not sure if this is the same Subaru we were following before, because it appears as though both headlights are now back
Are
on
you
this
fucking kidding
on this
me,
vehicle,
girl?
and very clearly we saw earlier, Bruce, that there was just one headlight on this vehicle.
And I'm not sure if you have the ability in that car to only have one of your headlights on and the other one off. We thought that it was just out, but it does look like
our director was saying it was a daytime running light that was out before. But and regardless, there was a change in the headlight
Oh my God,
the
lady.
lighting situation from the vehicle.
same vehicle in pursuit right now that we're
Same
watching.
chase, Billy.
Tell
Same
you that,
chase. We just broke off and went after that one guy that was in the way.
We were in the Hesperia area, but this pursuit is now in Victorville on the 15 north.
Are we sure this is the same car? Huh? Are we sure?
Another 100 miles to the California-Nevada state line.
And just
I can't believe she said that.
You stupid bastard.
Unbelievable.
We've been watching this pursuit for about 2 hours now as this car has continued.
They can't improvise on the
first in
at all.
Ventura County, then all the way through Los Angeles County into the San Gabriel Valley, and picked it up 15 north. And this car, I mean, has to have been driving for probably 150 miles at this point. We don't know how much.
Ta-da! Disappeared.
When this all began, this was a traffic stop that this person did not comply with in Ventura County and has not.
How
stopped
stupid
ever
can
since.
one person be?
One of the tires may have been impaired by one of the
impaired.
That was
and one tire's been drinking all day.
By CHP over the last 2 hours or so.
Yeah, we can tell you this pursuit started over 2 hours ago, possibly 2 hours, about 15 minutes ago. We have been on the air since 6 p.m. We're approaching the 8 p.m. hour, and Air 7 is low on fuel, so we will not be able to stay with this much longer. But just to wrap up, started as a traffic violation in Ventura County, then traveled 101 south into LA County, then into San Bernardino County, and we are now deep.
Fluffy, good to see you. Don't work too hard.
Strip attempt. That final attempt was successful. The car
when you're done with your house, come clean mine.
In the Victorville area.
And this person is now well on their way to the California-Nevada state line at this point. Air 7 is going to have to break away to refuel at this point. We are going to continue monitoring this situation as quickly as we can. We'll bring you the very latest on exactly what happens and any possible conclusion to this situation later tonight on Eyewitness News at 11, along with all of the other big breaking news of the day. You have been watching this continuous coverage of police pursuit through Southern California. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Liz Nagy.
And I'm Josh Haskell. Stay with us for the latest.
The latest.
This has been breaking news on
Let me see who else is up. Who's got it? Who's got it? I know some people said Channel 7, but that was Channel 7. We were just on Channel 7. Oh, man, I hate to tell you guys. Not looking good. I'm going to check every channel, though, just to be sure. Because I want to give you guys the goods. The damn goods. Just like that, it was over, kids. Definitely going to keep an eye out for everything. I think Channel 4 is showing. A couple of you guys were like, Channel 4, Channel 4. Channel 4 is showing like chase videos from this one. It's like they're doing We Got a Chase from 2024. So there's that. So, yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can't say we didn't try. We tried. Damn, we tried. Mama tried. We tried. Everybody tried. Got a huge group in here tonight. Hopefully everybody that was here hits the like, subscribe, so that when chases pop off like this, we can get together. You know, we might be a small crowd, but damn if we aren't mighty. We mighty fine, mighty good, and mighty Mikey. Again, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna thank everybody who was nice enough to send over some monies to help continue. I'm gonna double check, guys. Let me check. Do 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 do. Yeah, some of y'all might be seeing replays. Fox and CBS have it live. All right. I'm going, but don't go nobody go nowhere. We got it. But they are a million miles away. A million miles and running. Stop that sharing. All right, I'll pop it up. Get ready. We're on the move, kids. On the move. Ooh, doo, doo, baby boo, baby boo, boo, boo. I love you, baby boo. Baby boo. Baby, 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 baby. All right, we're back on it. But we're a million miles away,
And
kids.
things get dark, changes the dynamic and the approach as well. But you have to wonder if there is more to this story than just
There
the
it is.
evading or the traffic violation, which is where this all started. If there's more to this, if they want this guy now for a different reason, obviously, the longer it goes on, the harder he makes this for himself.
The longer
And
it
he
goes
begins
on,
to
the
really
harder
turn
Mikey
himself in that
goes,
this is going to
baby.
be just one thing after another. Charges against him. How much
Can't
trouble
stop,
is
won't
Yeah,
stop.
the dynamic, it's just at this point, it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's a matter of gas.
Mhm.
And if we're basing this off just the behavior we've seen over the last couple of hours, that's really all there is,
Right.
because there have been plenty of opportunities
Yeah.
to get off on an exit and
Still
jump
going
onto
almost a
surface
year.
streets or
Damn
neighborhoods.
right.
It really anything that feels a little smaller and more
Mhm.
familiar, because we've seen that so often
Yeah.
over the course of other pursuits. Now, we are also being told that at some point here, perhaps in the next few minutes, SkyCal is going to have to pull off because of darkness in the desert. We made that note a couple minutes ago as
Darkness
well,
in the
because
desert.
safety is obviously first, and it's the dynamic really changes, not just for the
Ah,
suspect and for pursuing officers, but for us as well. In order to maximize our safety and handle that, we might have to pull back here in just a second. So keep an eye on that. But of course,
6:55.
as a newsroom, we're going to be keeping an eye on everything, because this is not stopping right
No,
now.
this isn't over. So we're going to track it for you, try to figure out all of those questions that we have right now
Six has
about
been
what
here since
exactly is
COVID.
going on here, how long it's going to go on for. So even if, yeah, we have to pull back for safety reasons, of course, we will continue to keep you updated
So,
on this pursuit.
helicopter can't
not only
fly
here on TV,
too
but
dark
we
in the
have to,
desert.
of course, bring it to you online, keeping you updated on
I
those
didn't know
details.
that.
But again,
I'm
a
sure some of
very
you guys
maximum
did.
speed pursuit that has lasted for 100 plus hours, started in Thousand Oaks. Now
But that's
made it
all right. We're done.
area. Still a lot to
Just in time to say
figure out
goodbye,
at this
Creed.
point.
Over 100
Oh,
miles.
well,
No,
good. Was it
no,
just going to end,
no
or
resolution.
No, nobody's got fuel. They had to pull off, and now the
And with that, we do
darkness in
wanna
the
welcome you
desert.
into CBS LA at
The
Great
darkness
as
in the
always.
desert.
It's blame for ending every. What I said in this. We just got done did an Easter giveaway. I just wrote you and then I said, Jesus, he's still on.
Yeah, almost 2 hours. We jumped from station to station to station to
Oh
station.
my God.
Well, yeah.
I ended it for you so you can go back to doing whatever you were doing.
Oh, it's I'm saying goodbye. I've exhausted all my everything.
It's a thing.
Anybody saying, hey, it's on 11? Yeah, I can see, but they're flying away.
Oh,
They're not keeping up. They're like this right here. They're leaving.
the exit. These handoffs.
They're flying
have been
away.
Rather efficient throughout the entire evening.
Awfully
You know,
bright
the video
there.
on the right side of your screen.
I know. Look how
earlier,
sunny that one
this
is.
was the only point throughout the course of the night.
Hello,
that we were
Mary
watching
loves
where
turtles.
Right here, you see one cruiser.
Yeah. So I don't know how much longer it'll go. He's been riding now with 3 tires for almost 50 minutes.
Oh, God.
No sparks.
Really?
No sparks at all. I can't believe it. It was a doozy. It was a doozy. I forgot my drink before I come out here, so I haven't had anything to drink in 2 hours.
Oh,
I've been talking nonstop.
I don't think DoorDash will bring it into the studio for you.
Yeah, I know. That's the one thing that sucks about it.
Hey, so since Oki's here, so this morning, so where we went with that, you saw that I got him right. I posted on this one. So my apologies to Oki. On the computer or even in the app and on my phone, I could not get those stupid things to show up at all that they're in my area. And we're talking about, you guys, something as dumb as can be. Tyson, it's basically chicken, what do we call them? Chicken
steak
fried
fingers.
They're steak fingers. And we've wanted to try them because they're everywhere. Well, they haven't been everywhere in the South, but I said to her, there's no way that they're going to show up, but okay. She goes, I'm going to order them. And she showed me a screenshot. I mean, it showed that they'd be there between 10 and 12. And I said, I mean, if you want to, like I said, and I showed her screenshots where it's showing me nothing. But I did say there's one good thing. It's showing that they're just unavailable. When I don't know if it happened to you, but when we initially were looking, there wasn't even that.
There's nothing.
They didn't exist for us.
Not even a spot.
So I figured that I'm going to get probably chicken nuggets with dinosaurs that were just recalled or something like that. But no, they showed up. Again, to me here, I couldn't find them. For her in Oklahoma,
they just didn't want you to have them. That's all it was.
No,
they didn't want you to have them, Creek.
I can't wait to try them. And by the way, at the nice Walmart today that I was at, I looked,
and
they do not have them. And so I don't know, man. That is the craziest thing. Those Dino Nuggets actually are recalled, though.
Yeah, the great value ones. If you bought any of the great value Dino Nuggets, throw them out right now. Just telling you.
But I can't wait to try them. But okay, I do apologize. I thought she was crazy, and like she said too, though, I'm going to order them. They probably won't show up though. That's what I thought. I was waiting to see what they were actually going to send, but they did them. They got them,
and they got there quick.
Yeah, it's crazy. So thank you to her.
And she sent me over some hash brown sticks that I'm very excited to try.
Yeah, she was asking me. I said, "Well, I don't really."
I am very excited to try those hash brown sticks.
I know. I mean, listen, they're good in tots, right? They're good with the rounds,
right?
They're good as hash brown. They got to be good in
and I felt the bag to see how big they were, and they're thin enough that they should cook up real nice and crispy. And
that's great.
They're like that big, Ooh, baby.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have those in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody's pulled out. Everybody's gone.
Yep, nobody's getting pregnant tonight.
No, we finished. We finished.
Sure did. Sorry, I ended the chase for you guys, but it sounds like.
Oh no, we were already. It was already walking out. We were
okay. Good.
I'd walked away twice, and it popped back up. And every time we went, they were either out of gas, but now it's too dark in the desert. There's no way to keep up. Too dark in the desert because they're heading towards Vegas right now.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
So we might pick it up in Vegas later.
Maybe.
That's crazy.
That's right.
Interesting.
But they stayed on this person's ass, suspected for attempted murder.
So that's why they didn't try to pit, I guess.
Maybe. But there was a bunch of shit in the front seat, passenger seat, that looked like it could be somebody, but we couldn't never really tell. And they said he kept pulling down the window, and I'm like, you mean rolling down the window?
Pulling it down?
Yeah, they kept like he was pulling it like it was a shade up and down. And that really bugged me. Then the one way we come back and they've turned on their headlights, and it had only one headlight during the chase. And it comes back, he's got his headlights on. She's like, are we sure we're still following the right car? That car only had one headlight. And I'm like, you could hear the people in the background like telling her, hey, dumbass. Those were his daytime running lights. He's turned his headlights on now.
My God.
You idiot. You big dummy.
You know what we're going to work on overnight tonight, and we'll debut it tomorrow. I think that one headlight sounds like a song we could write for tonight.
One headlight.
Yeah, let's do it.
It could be. Nobody's ever done that.
No.
Do they have Vegas channels we could check? I'm sure.
Well,
but I'm sure they're not on. Yeah.
I don't know how much news I don't know how much they fly right there. That's right next to, I mean, Vegas, the strip area anyways, is right next to that gigantic airport right there. So I don't know how much news choppers can even fly around that area.
They probably can't fly into the desert either.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. So, shit out of luck.
We're calling it a night. We've been here for 2 hours and nothing good's happened. But I will thank Craig. Thank you. Spike Donuts, Cubs fan in Northern California. Mac, welcome back. Rainbow Rabbit, Mayor, Big Red, Tiff Bebe, Mac, the huge gifter, Jim, Big Red Bebe. Oh my God. Cooper, Woody, Carol, the OG, Nay, Joe, Mac, Joe, Toby, Sweet Tea, Lady Cop. Yes, I got him. Shadow Camper, Mr. Bob, Helen, Sharon with the big rig, Gash Givens, Annabelle, Sweet Tea, OG Sean White, Mike, Sweet Tea, Not Ladylike, and Wahoo for the win.
Go get you a drink.
I am, or I'm gonna sound like you did the other day.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think that was back. Hey guys, how you doing?
How you doing, baby? We love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. We'll see you on the next episode of We Gotta Chase. Oh, by the way, Creed, our sandwich is ready. Our sandwich at the deli where Danny works, it's gonna be double sausage, pastrami, a hot sandwich with some red sauce and provolone cheese.
That sounds fantastic.
It's gonna be called the We Gotta Chase.
You better have some big bread for that.
Big bread and
what kind of bread? What kind of bread that going on? Do you know?
I don't know. He didn't say. Well, I had to ask him next time.
That's gonna be a pretty sturdy vessel for double sausage. Say it again one time.
Double sausage.
Sausage. Okay.
Pastrami.
Yeah, love it.
Provolone cheese.
Yeah, very good. Smoked or not smoked? Hopefully not smoked.
Probably not smoked.
Was a nice smoked might actually go all right with that though, because you got
a nice Sunday gravy on top.
Yeah. Need the sturdy bread.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see everybody buying those running out the door. We'll even do a quick 10-second ad.
Listen, I was so sad last night. There was somebody that snuck in. Well, didn't really sneak in. They were in there working in Hooligan. And there's video, and I meant to send it to you, and it was late. Creed forgot. Now I don't know where it is, but they've gutted the place. But the old portion of where the bar is, you could still see some remnants. There's still a cooler there and stuff. And then he showed over on the other side where the stage was and this and that, then where the pool tables were past that. It just reminded me, and I'm glad that Danny's here. So he can hear my #1 selling burger at Hooligans many years in a row. Creed and some Bishop Show burger.
Yeah.
Never forget.
You've saddled yourself with a winner.
That's right.
#7, baby.
Remember
number 7.
Get you a #7 when it goes to Danny, okay?
Get a #7 large. We love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Just do what I tell you.
Yeah, do that.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny's here?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Jenny, I didn't know you were here.
Hi, Jenny.
That's all right. Come back tomorrow. We'll be open.